Hi, I'm Daniel Archer, recently appointed Director of Performance and Talent at Auckland Cricket. Having started this role in September, I'm really excited about the opportunities that present. And most importantly, I guess, navigating our way through these immediate challenges to get a big and successful season underway in the domestic landscape. Yeah, it's been an interesting time. There's been different challenges for different people right across, I guess, the landscape. But I guess finishing a job, handing over a job, and then starting a new job all in lockdown with 3 kids at home in Howick, and trying to, I guess, build relationships first and foremost, probably through a screen, has had its challenges. But no, you dealt the cards you've got, and you've just got to navigate your way through it. And I think we've done a pretty good job of being able to get through what we can in the current situations and find ourselves in a reasonable position given the start, but feeling comfortable enough to hit the ground running and have a good season ahead. So there was an initial period, I guess, where they were needing to do things from home. In that level 4 period, essentially to begin with, and then an element of level 3. Since then, we've been able to return, which has been fantastic under a really heavy, or I guess compliant COVID work plan. But that initial period, our players were fantastic, both the guys and girls, in terms of doing what they could in the environments they had, those home environments. We had people bowling in the mattresses or down driveways. We had people, their S&C for a specific reason of being able to do that kind of stuff at home became a real focus. Recent testings actually put some really good numbers on the board. So there's probably been positives to having a platform like that at home to begin with. But since then, returning to Eden Park, I think just being able to be in each other's company and build relationships has been really good. And a return to cricket, it's what they do for a job. It's their livelihood. It's something they love to do. So I think everyone's been pretty fierce about getting back into it. What's impressed me the most? I think in the current climate, it's just that adaptability to the change. I guess as leaders, and when you look at yourselves as leaders, as staff in a performance environment, you need to set the example about how you navigate certain situations. So that initial period of being stuck at home, the positivity, the real simple, consistent messaging of just controlling what we could control and not letting that kind of uncertainty bring anxiety across the group. So I've been pretty impressed with the group of staff in and around that. We've built a really good team. We've added some new staff as well, and some great people. So really looking forward to working with all the new staff we've brought on board and the new ideas and the approaches that they'll bring. And no different, I guess, when I look at the landscape we want to build, the environment we want to build here. We certainly want to push our players to become black caps and white ferns, but at the same time, when we look at our staff, we want staff in here that want to push to that next level themselves and grow in their own personal development. So I've been really impressed in our staff having that lens as well about making themselves better and constantly improving and looking at ways to do that. I guess essentially we're probably now in that position where, through New Zealand cricket, navigating what any potential exemptions look like. The reality is they probably become really unlikely. We heard from Prime Minister Jacinda last week that we should know a date next week about the Auckland borders, and essentially I guess we're now prepared and ready to go. Being able to train under our COVID work plan here at Eden Park has probably set a really good platform for both our hearts and aces to be physically prepared. One of the challenges now is just keeping ourselves mentally fresh to be prepared as well as physically. But then on top of that, I guess now it's just about being able to travel. We're physically ready to go, so it's just about having the ability for players to travel in and out of the Auckland region. Oh, look, we want to be ultra competitive and we want to play our best cricket. Just because we've had an interruption at the start of the year doesn't change the landscape in that sense. But when I think about success and where we want to go, we want to just produce talent, and we want to provide a platform where people will be able to grow and learn and develop and become the best cricketers they can. So, success for me this year and beyond is how we provide that learning platform for our players to get better, and how we provide that learning platform for our players actually extend beyond the domestic landscape and into the national landscape. So we want more black caps and white ferns, and I think if we develop our players and we have an environment that develops people to constantly improve and get better, then our performances will actually replicate that. We'll constantly perform, or consistently perform well and develop and get better as a team as well. Yeah, it's good. We haven't lost a game yet, so we're flying. But no, it is really good. There's been a lot of, in that initial part of return to work, has been all about net sessions and how we could do those safely. Being able to now get to a point where the guidelines allow a little bit more match play for the guys and the girls is really important now, and that next step of preparation as we kind of navigate our way to a Super Smash start. So it's been a really good day. I think the comments from the players mostly has been about there's fitness and then there's match fitness. And spending a good 4.5 hours on their feet in the sun today, there's a few of them that look pretty cooked, so it'll stand them in good stead for what is going to be a heavy and a big summer ahead.